Hello, everyone. How are you today? All right. I came on today. This is a really, really special day. So, those who uh, know Karen Miles, loved Karen Miles, please, please, please chime in. Um, because it's her birthday. I know when I said it's your birthday, you're probably wondering, who am I talking about? Because, yes, my birthday also is this month. And for years, Karen and I would talk to each other about, okay, so are you going to have your party the weekend before your birthday or the weekend after, so that we would not clash with each other's parties, and so I could attend hers and she could attend mine. So it is Karen Miles' heavenly birthday. And so many of you know she was a very, very good friend of mine. Come on in, come on in. And if you can share this to Karen's page, some of her friends that may be watching, and I know that others will be watching the replay. We've got some really, really special information, and we just did not want to go this year without celebrating her birthday. Many of you know how much she loved so many other people and supported so many other people. And so, definitely, we want to make sure that we remembered Karen Miles this year. So, I came on just to have a little birthday celebration, heavenly birthday celebration for her. And I want to bring someone on. They're doing something really amazing and really special. If you want to be someone that wants to be, engaged and still support some of the great things that her friends, her chapters are doing, some of her other organizations. Many of you know Karen was in every kind of organization, just about. She did so much for so many people. She was a volunteer. Matter of fact, I honored her. Probably let's say hi to me. I see someone on. I can't see who you are. We are coming on live from StreamYard, so sometimes you just have to let me know who you are. She was one of our oldest volunteers, and we literally honored her uh, probably the 2 years before she passed away, and as one of our oldest volunteers, because I think it was close to 20 years, and so she was just a part of so much. And so I want to bring someone on right now. We're going to chat a little bit about what they are doing in honor of Karen Miles. So please share this to her page. Share this to some of her friends that you may know that are watching. Because we just want to take this time and honor her. It's your birthday. It's your birthday. Gonna party like it's your birthday. All right. I want to bring on Danessa and let her chat with us for a minute about this amazing event that they have coming up in honor of her. Matter of fact, I think I have it set up on my media. I'm going to pop it up really quick. It is Rose of Karen, Boots and Roses. I love that. Boots and Roses. Everybody knows she was a part of so many different things, including the heritage and cowboy heritage and all of those good things. Let me bring her on so she can share with you all what she has going. All right. Hey, lady.
Hey, Dr. Conti.
How you
Hey,
doing?
I
I got
am well. How are you?
I'm good. I got your flyer up here. I was just talking about the amazing, amazing scholarship fundraiser that you all are having. I'm going to put it down and bring it back up in just a minute because I talked to you earlier today, and Karen had a way of touching so many of us in so many ways. And I actually was doing really good. I was doing really good this year. Last year, this time I was a wreck, but I was doing really good this year until you told me your story. And I was like, you got to come on tonight and share that. So, share with us what it is that you all are doing, why you're doing it, and then the amazing way Karen touched you and is it your granddaughter or your daughter? It was your
My
granddaughter.
granddaughter.
Your
It's my
granddaughter's
granddaughter.
life.
Yes, yes. So, first of all, this is an
Oh, yeah, first of all,
organization.
say who you are
I'm
and
sorry. Yeah.
mhm.
So, my name is Danessa Bowling. Karen and I were really good friends. That was my girl. I miss her so much. And so when she passed, she was an Eastern Star. I actually brought Karen into the Order of the Eastern Star. And so when she passed, the day of her funeral, some of the other sisters looked at me because we were in the process of starting a new chapter, kind of debating on it. And they looked at me and said, "You know, we have to do this." And I said, "Yeah, I do." Okay. And we did. And so amazingly, one of the sisters, Sister Brittany, we were determined to do something honoring Karen. We needed to do this in a way that it looked like Karen. And
Yes,
then
yes.
Brittany was determined that we was going to find a way to find Karen's name in the Bible. All Eastern Star chapters have some reference to the Bible, and Brittany found Karen in the Bible.
Mhm.
Uh, Karen Hepuk was Job's youngest daughter and the most beautiful of them all when God restored Job's life. So if you
Oh,
look in
wow.
Job 42, chapter 42, verses 12 through 14, you will see the story of Job's daughters. And so
Mhm.
that's why it is spelled Keren, because that is the biblical spelling of it.
Yeah, I guess people probably say, "Girl, you spell her name wrong."
Yeah, I've had some people say, "Well, you got her name spelled wrong." I'm like, "No, that is the biblical spelling of Karen."
Mhm,
So that's
mhm.
why the chapter is that, and it's Rose of Karen, her favorite flower. Also has significance to the Order of the Eastern Star. Her favorite point on the star.
Mhm.
So it was all referencing that. And so then Boots of Roses came about last year for her birthday. For me, Dr. Conti, it was too quiet.
Mm.
It was too quiet. Like Karen loved birthdays. She loved celebrating her
Mhm.
birthday. My visual
Mhm.
of her on her birthday is not. It's actually not even her last birthday. It's the one before that when she turned 60 and she had her red dress on and she
Yes.
came out dancing the Usher's "Bad Girl" and all of that. That's my memory of her and her birthday. But she also celebrated everybody else's birthday big. She would not
Yes.
let you not celebrate your birthday. I remember
That's
I
right.
told her one time I was going out of town. I was coming back in on my birthday, and she said it'll still be your birthday when you get here. And so she made me have a birthday party.
Oh my goodness.
She made me have a birthday party. So for me, how can we not celebrate the person who celebrated everyone else?
That's right. That's
So I
right.
was having
And
a
she
moment
did.
one
She
day.
celebrated everybody. I'm telling you, I
Everybody.
remember it didn't matter what it was that I was doing. I always would include her. And I remember the last event that we were at in person was like a couple of about a month and a half, couple of months before she passed. But now I was one of the last people to actually see her and talk to her because we were actually on a live getting ready to do our legacy awards the night we got off around 9 o'clock on the live, and then she and I chatted on the phone afterwards around 10, and then of course that was the last that we heard from her, and she was gone missing, from that point. But I remember about the last time I physically saw her, I called her. I said, "Hey, I forgot to tell you, I have this gala coming up, and I have a table because usually she would always remember me, and I always would be at her table at the Heritage Awards and everything. And so I same thing. I would remember her, Karen. I got a table, and she said, "Okay, I'll be there, girl." She's like, "I already got a dress to wear." She said another friend was supposed to have a birthday party, and she canceled it, so I still got a dress to wear. I was like, "Okay," and of course she showed up with bells on. So yes, it did not matter. I used to tease her. I would say, "Okay, you just forget about me. I see you over here. I see you over there. You always be everywhere." I says, "Can you don't forget your sister, girl? You can invite me sometime." Girl, please. She started inviting me. I was like, "Girl, I can't keep up with you."
Right, right. And
I
I
was like,
think
I
it was
could not go to all those places. I mean, because she just supported everybody.
everything and
Everybody.
everybody. And it was impossible for her to, I don't know how she kept up with everything and everybody, but she told me once, when I told her I didn't know she wanted to be an Eastern Star. And so we were in the car. She was surprised me. She had something at her house, a gathering, and she had asked me to come. And then she had told me I needed to stay because she didn't want me driving home at night. And I was just
Mm-hmm.
like, I drive home. Okay. But what it was, she was trying to surprise me the next day with
Um,
brunch. It was a restaurant in Sugarland. I think it was called The Roof back then. And I had mentioned that I wanted to go there, and so she was trying to surprise me with brunch. So she made me stay at her house that night. And so we were in the car, and I got a phone call about OES, and she turned to me and she goes, "You never invited me into OES." And I said, "Well, Karen, I would have thought that if you wanted to do it, you would have done it by now."
By now.
And she said, "It's always been on my list of things to do." And I said, "When would you have the time?"
Wow,
And she
right?
said, "You make time for what's
For what you
important
want.
to you."
Mm-hmm.
That was her thing. So that's how she came in. But yeah, she just, she loved birthdays. She celebrated everybody. Karen was that person that did things for you and you didn't even know she was
You
doing
didn't
it.
even know she was doing it. Yep. I
I
mean,
found out
and like I
after
said,
she
it literally could be. I can't even tell you the times I called her and she came through. Another time I was helping someone with an event that I partnered with them, and I assumed they were doing the food, so and I was doing the decor, so I assumed if you're doing the food that they would have chafing dishes, right? Well, they did not, and so she would get on me. I called her. I said, Karen, hey, you're not gonna believe this. And she's like, what? And she said, I said, they don't have chafing dishes. She's like, see, that's what you get for always trying to help people. She said, how they ask you to help them and they don't
and
have
she
chafing
was
dishes?
wanting to talk.
Look, and she had, of course, she showed up with the chafing dishes. So when I tell you,
Right?
we just love Karen, still love her, continue to love her. And I know your spirit is shining down at us, but up there dancing and snapping pictures and all that. Anything God would allow, if it's allowed, you could do it because she would do it. She's just her heart
Yeah.
was so big, so big.
And she on all the committees in heaven right now. She on all the committees
All
in
the
heaven.
committees. All the
She on
committees.
all the committees in
And
heaven
cooking
right now.
food and everything.
Yes, she is. So I'm sorry. So
And
we can
I appreciate
talk about Karen all night. I know we
I know, and
could.
I appreciate you saying that. Like I said, I was just not in a good place last year this time, just thinking about it, and I appreciate you saying that it was just too quiet, and so you don't want to go enough because we talked about Pat and Pat's watching my new big sister, Karen's big sister, and my everybody's new big sister now.
Everybody's new big sister.
Uh-huh.
Yes,
And
yes, yes.
Pat and I talked about it. We had talked about a balloon release, and we had talked about a couple of things that we threw around, and then you're right, it didn't happen, and so I am so glad that you all are doing this. I have this beautiful flyer here, and I'm gonna again, I'll pop the flyer back up so others can see, and you all have, I think, only 9 tickets left. Is that right?
We need we need to sell at least 9 more. We want to sell at least 9 more. At least 9 more.
All right. So
At least 9 more.
tell them about what is the inaugural scholarship fundraiser for, and tell that beautiful story about your granddaughter and why we want to keep Karen's name going.
So Boots and Roses came to me one day just sitting at home thinking about Karen, and God dropped Boots and Roses in my spirit, and I
I
thought,
love that name. That just sounds. I mean, Karen. We know, if you know her, you knew she loved red and roses, and
right.
she did her cowboy thing with the heritage, and so the black heritage. So that the boots, it's so befitting.
Yes, it just, and to me when it came to me, it sounded really over the top to me. I was like, Lord, that just sounds over the top, but okay. And I pitched it. I called Brittany, who is my associate matron. I told her, and she said, I like it. I think we can do it. So it's like, okay. So then we said, well, we're not gonna go down a rabbit hole and deal with this right now. It's something we can do in the future. And next thing you know, 2 hours later, we were in the rabbit hole. We were deep in the rabbit hole. We had planned the whole thing out. And so then we pitched it to the chapter, and they all unanimously said, we're going to do it. Mm-hmm. We're going to do it, and we're going to do it next year on her birthday. So we, this is it. We've been in existence a year, and we're doing this big event. So and at first I pictured it as a luncheon, and I got invited to a party for one of the other members of the Black Heritage Committee. And I said, okay, that's what it is. It's not supposed to be a luncheon.
Mm.
Wouldn't want a boring sit down luncheon. Karen liked to party. It's
Mm.
supposed to be a party. And so that's when we came up with no, it's going to be a party. It's going to be a party to celebrate her. We want to celebrate her memory, but we want to do it in a way that actually really fits Karen and who she was, which was a
Mhm.
giver, by
Mhm.
giving back
Very much so. Very
and
much.
giving to students. I want us this year. We're going to give to a student. My goal, my hope is that
Mhm.
my faith, my belief is that one day we'll be able to give to multiple students, but also to contribute to organizations that were dear to her heart.
Awesome.
This
That is
year, a
so
student,
awesome.
and we're going to target a student at Booker T. Washington High School, which was her alma mater. And we want the student to be an Oceanette. And that was the story I was telling you about earlier. Very personal for me in honoring Karen that way is because my granddaughter went to Booker T. And her
Mhm.
ninth grade year, her name is Morgan.
Mhm.
Morgan decided to
Oh,
try
she
out for
has
the
to be
dance team.
special because she's got my maiden name, Morgan.
Okay, look at that. So that was my mom's maiden name. So she's named after my mom, and
Okay.
all that. So Morgan tried out for the dance team. And when she tried out for the dance team and she made it, Karen and I were just holding the conversation. And I told her, I said, well, Morgan's at Booker T and she just made the dance team. And Karen got all excited. I didn't even, I wasn't thinking about the fact that Karen was a Booker T Washington alumni. And she goes, I was an Oceanette. Oh my God. She was so excited. So the next thing I know, I get a phone call from my daughter. Mama, Miss Karen is paying for Morgan's uniforms.
Mm-mm-mm.
What?
Mm-mm. I tell
She
you.
didn't go through me. She
Wow.
contacted my daughter and she paid
Wow.
for Morgan's uniforms because Morgan was an Oceanette and she was like, Morgan
When
is going
you
to
was
follow
telling
in
me
my
that,
footsteps.
that just touched my heart. Like I said, I was doing well until I heard that, and it just got me emotional because it just brought back that kind of person she is and was,
Yes.
the kind of person she
Yes.
was, you know. Mhm.
And she kept up with Morgan like the whole time. She would be cheering. I would post videos and stuff when she couldn't come to a game, and she would be, that's my girl, that's my Morgan. She was so excited. She really like it. It was so exciting for her. And because of that, her and there was a bond between her and my kids and my grandkids with that
Mhm.
because she would just keep up with her. And so Morgan's junior year, getting ready for her senior year, Morgan decided to try out for captain. And she made captain.
Oh, wow.
And so the excitement the rest of all summer long was that Miss Karen was going to be able to watch Morgan march in as captain.
Mhm. And then
And as we know, that didn't get to happen.
that didn't get to happen.
She
Mhm.
got taken from us before that could happen.
Mhm.
And so that first game, Morgan is standing out there getting ready to march in. And, I was trying to think about it. And she said, Miss Karen didn't get to watch me march in.
Mm. Mm-mm-mm.
And I'm not going to tell you, I cried. I even want to cry now just thinking about it because I'm
Yeah.
flashing back to that day. And I said, well, you just got to do it for her.
Mhm.
And I
Mhm.
think my baby marched in there with a whole new it was just magnifying. She marched in there with such authority
I
that
bet.
year. It was amazing. And then even for homecoming, she chose not to go on the field. She
Mhm.
like really rolled the whole captain thing out. She did not go on the field. She, as far as like going on the field with the court, she didn't want to do that. She wanted
Mhm.
to march for
Mm.
homecoming. And I remember some of Karen's classmates standing outside the gate. And I told them, I said, that's Morgan. And they
Mm.
said, oh, that's the little girl Karen was always talking about. I said, that's her.
Oh my goodness. See, that just gave me chills again, all over again.
Yeah. So Ms. Morgan has graduated and she is in her freshman year of college at Texas State
All
University
right, she
studying
can get
law
my
and
cheer.
nursing.
Woo, that cheer button. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
So
that's
that's
all
why the
right.
Oceanettes. That's why we're gonna get with the sponsor over at Booker T. And this year we want it to go to an Oceanette for sure. If
Awesome.
we're gonna, and there will be a criteria for grades and behavior, service, and all of that. All the things that Karen were will be rolled into the
Mhm.
application, but that's who it's going to go to.
That's
So
awesome.
Boots and
So
Roses totally, totally. Our chapter, Rosa Karen number 3, we're not keeping one dime. This event every year, all proceeds will go into that scholarship. So, the venue covered, catering covered, everything else goes into the scholarship. The entertainment is being the artist that is the band that is performing is another friend of Karen's, Miss Angela Morgan and her damn good band. So they're performing, DJ. So all of that, everything. This is all coming together from people who knew Karen, love Karen, heard her story, and are coming together to pull this thing off. First year,
and for a good cause.
Yes, it's for a good cause.
And so let me let everybody know it's January the 18th at 6 p.m. January the 18th at 6 p.m. And so 13100 South Post Oak Road. The attire, I love this. I'm going to be out of town, but I sure wish I was not going to be, because I already, in my mind, as soon as I read the attire, I already knew exactly what I would be wearing. The attire is Western chic with floral touches, and I got me some denim jeans that's got flowers going down one side of the leg. I would have put them on with my boots.
Well, you just got to save them for next year. You just got to know next year, Boots and Roses will be an annual event. It has been so much fun hearing those who intend to come talk about putting their outfits together and what they're going to wear. And for those who can't come, we want you to know, if you can't come, but you still want to support, you can still Zelle the chapter. The tickets are paid for through the chapter Zelle. Rose of Karen, KEREN 3 at yahoo.com. That's the Zelle. But for buying a ticket, if you're buying a ticket, put Boots and Roses in the comments. But if you can't come, you don't want to attend, but you still want to contribute to the scholarship, you can Zelle whatever it is that your heart desires. But in the comments, I'm going to ask that you put scholarship.
Okay. Well, I will be one doing that. So I will be purchasing a ticket. So I will be there in spirit. I will be sending my money to the scholarship fundraiser, because it is worth it. It's a good cause. It's going to be helping someone. And it's a good way to honor her memory, all the amazing things that she did for everybody else. Yeah. So if you knew Karen, please share this live. I know if you're watching the live later, put happy heavenly birthday in the comments to Karen. And her family just wanted to say that they really appreciate you and everything that you're doing. I told her, she's my new producer. She sent me a little a little something to read. I said, okay, you got it, producer. So I just wanted to make sure I got it all said. And she just said that they just wanted to, thank everybody and to enjoy. Well, she told me to enjoy my birthday too. So
yeah,
and definitely the tickets are $50. And so anybody can purchase a ticket.
Yes.
And if you can't go, still donate.
Yes, if you can't attend and you want to just donate to the scholarship, when you send your Zelle, in the comments, put scholarship, and we know that is earmarked for the scholarship.
That's right.
And so we've already set aside some for the scholarship. We actually set aside already 500. Yes. Already.
All right, praise God for that.
Ooh, we already set aside 500. So that was one of the goals. Was first of all, before we were even locked into the catering menu. It was like, set the scholarship money aside.
Yes. So I found her text. It says, on behalf of the Karen Miles family, we appreciate and thank you for your support, love, and prayers, honoring our loved one, especially for BTW High School, which is the Booker T. Washington High School dance team. So it meant a lot to her. And of course, we know everything that meant a lot to her means a lot to her family, Pat, and her kids, her grown kids, but her son and daughter. So we and grandkids. So we just thank you, Pat, for allowing us to we just bogarted all in your family now.
Yes.
So
Yes, and
you
I
know,
and I did get Miss Pat's blessings. I told it to her, and I got her blessing. And one of the first things she asked me, "Will this be an annual thing?" And I said, "Yes, ma'am, it will.
that's
It
awesome.
will be an annual thing." So we have run everything in the past year that we've done with this Eastern Star chapter. We have run it by Miss Pat, and
Absolutely.
and and
Absolutely.
she's even come to our she came to our grand session with us. She was our guest there. She was all jazzed up and took pictures with us and everything. So it's been healing, Dr. Conte. I don't know. I'm
It
sure for
has.
you the same, but it has been a part of the healing.
It
So
has.
I appreciate Miss Pat for just
I
letting us in her
appreciate it
world.
too. Absolutely, I do. And it has. It had. We kind of all bonded together. Same with like you. She came to our Legacy Awards, and we honored Karen at that Legacy Awards and honored Pat. And it is. We all have been able to kind of hug on each other and lean on each other, and now we know, the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. So Karen's spirit, that spirit is, she got it from her big sister and her mama.
Yes, 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 yes. So
Well,
thank you
one more
so much for
time,
taking this time out.
I'm sorry.
I said thank you so much for taking this time out to talk about Boots and Roses. And again,
Absolutely,
you got to miss it
absolutely.
this year, but next year we're gonna let you know ahead of time
Well,
when it
let me know ahead of
is.
time and I will plan. And so, again, I still will be sending my contribution. And anybody who, if you have the opportunity, this is going to be fun. I like that you said you were going to do a brunch and you was like, no, that's going to be too boring. We need to really have a good time. So, y'all go party and have a good time and have a nice band and good music, all in honor of Karen, and also to just give back to the community with the inaugural scholarship fundraiser. So, congratulations, kudos to you all.
Thank
Great
you.
job. Great
Thank
job.
you so much. And just like Karen, we probably gonna have too much food because I was insisting on appetizers
Always
and
had too
main
much
courses.
food. I don't know. Karen act like she was cooking for an army. She always had too much food, but good food. Oh my God, I
Yes,
miss her cooking.
yes, 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 yes. So we're doing all things like Karen would have done.
Amen. Amen. All right.
Yeah.
So, everybody who's watching this, and if you're watching it later, I know it'll replay over and over. I did share it to Karen's page. Please go out and get your tickets. She said they would like 9. We wanted them to have to add some tables and some chairs. How about that? And
Yes.
so we want to super exceed the expectation, and it is in honor of Karen. And so please share the information when you see the video, and then please put in the comments, happy heavenly birthday to Karen, and let's continue to celebrate her.
Yes.
So yes, today is her heavenly birthday, and so we just wanted to shine a little light and a little love in her honor. All
Yes,
right.
ma'am. All
Well,
right,
thank you
Dr.
so
Conti,
much.
thank you so much.
All
We
right.
have
Will
to
you
do
be
this again.
blessed? Yes, we will.
And you enjoy your birthday.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Take care.
Take care. Bye bye.
Bye bye. All right. So just wanted to come on and say how much we love her. Again, like I say, every year we would celebrate our birthdays, um, each other and each other's birthdays. So again, we miss her. Many of you know the tragic story of how we lost Karen, and so we still miss her. She's still a very big part of our lives and in our spirit and in our hearts. And so I think this is just absolutely amazing that they're doing this in her honor and for a good cause. And I absolutely love the beautiful testimony of how the idea came about, as she was supporting the team, the dance team already, and supported her granddaughter, Danessa's granddaughter, and I think that's beautiful. All right, well, listen, I'm gonna hop off. And I hope to see you all on the Dating Differently with Demi and Dr. Conti podcast this Friday and every Friday. Yes, I will be out of town, but I will be coming to you all from Vegas on the podcast. So still will be doing what we do and excited about it. We're going to be talking about red flags, yellow flags, and how some of you overlook green flag partners. But we're going to have a really good twist to it. So if you think you know everything about red flags, I promise you, you don't. We're going to be talking about some stuff that's pretty enlightening, and red flags in dating, red flags in online dating, red flags in starting over as an empty nester, as a divorcee, as a widower, all those things, yellow flags, what to be cautious about, and green flag, wonderful partners that you may be overlooking. All right. So I can't wait to see you guys on Friday. Demi and I will be back for Dating Differently with Demi and Dr. Conti. All right. Y'all be blessed. Happy birthday. Happy heavenly birthday, Karen. Again, we love you. We love you, Pat, and the family.